In this video, we're going to talk about how to stay motivated as a writer because I know that many of you have that struggle. But before we do that, my name is Michael Laron with Author Level Up, helping you write world-class stories better and faster. And I make these videos because I believe that each of you has Danielle Steele level talent and you just need help unlocking it. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell to get notifications every time I have a new writing video. So how do you stay motivated as a writer? Because this life isn't the easiest life. Certainly, you've got to figure out how to stay motivated with writing your manuscripts. You've got to figure out business. You've got to figure out marketing. And sometimes it can be all overwhelming, especially if you're not getting results when you first start off. So staying motivated is something that has always come to me very naturally. And I kind of realized it when I would talk to other people who struggled with it. So I just want to give you some tips, just some quick tips to help you stay motivated if life is beating you up right now as a writer. First things first is to set the right goals. Now, I hope that you're setting some sort of a daily goal for yourself, but set the right goals. So many people I talk to set the wrong goals for themselves. Now, let me give you an example of a good goal, and let me give you an example of a bad goal. A good goal would be, I want to write X amount of words per day. That's a good goal because it's in your control. You have the ability to do it. You can measure it. So either you write X amount of words per day or you don't. Easy to measure. Let me give you an example of a bad goal. A bad goal would be, I want to sell $10 worth of books tomorrow. Well, that's not really in your control. You have no control over whether the next person who goes on your sales page is going to purchase your book. All right. So number one, don't set goals that are not in your control, because if you do that, that's going to be really easy to demotivate you because you're just not going to get the benefit of it. So stop doing that. Second thing that I do almost every day religiously, when I wake up, I ask myself, what does the picture of good look like today? Meaning, given all the things that I have to do today as a writer, as a father, as an employee, what can I do in the writing that will net me a victory today? Sometimes it might be writing 2,000 words. Other times I might have so much going on in my life that I can only write 100 words, and that's going to be a victory. Other times I might have an email inbox that's going nuts because I've got a lot of people emailing me, asking me questions, or I might have a speaking event. And so my picture of good is going to look different every day. But my picture of good always starts small. Start small. So if everything else fails, your whole day goes to hash brown heck in a handbasket, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? If it's 9:30 p.m. at night and you have nothing to show for your writing for that particular day, what can you do before you go to bed at 9:45 that will help move things forward? For the majority of you, meaning probably over 90% of you watching, that means writing more words. 100 words written per day is a good day. And yes, that is a very small number, but if you can write 100 words, I bet you'll probably end up writing 200 or maybe even 500. My next tip is that little goals add up over time. This is the one thing that many people underestimate, is that even if you're doing one or two things per day that move you forward, even if it's like an inch, one or two things adds up over the course of a year. Let me give you an example. Let's say that picture of good for you looks like 500 words per day. All right. 500 words per day times 7 is 3,500 words per day. If you do the math over a year, that's going to net you 182,000 words per year. If your average novel is 50,000 words, that means you're going to write 3.64 novels. That's pretty good, isn't it? And over a period of a decade, that means you're going to write 36.4 novels. That's when you start getting into prolific territory. All right. So don't let the promise of a small victory deter you from doing it. Because a lot of people would say, well, okay, well, I can only write 100 words today. Why even do it? Well, the reason you do it is because 10 years from now, you're going to be surprised at where you are. That's how I keep myself motivated. And look at where I am now after 10 years. Oh, and secret, generally, when you set those little goals for yourself, you tend to overachieve them. So even if I set a 500 word goal day, I might hit 1,000 words or 2,000 words. Most days I hit well above that. So keeping your goals small ensures that you're still going to be productive even if you're at your minimum level. Next, be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you can't hit your goals for a day. Even if your picture of good looks like X and you don't hit X, just be kind to yourself. You got things going on in your life. You probably have a family. You've got other obligations. You might have other interests. You have medical issues that come up. You might be dealing with a chronic illness. And you thought you were going to start the day a particular way, and then the illness struck. You might be dealing with anxiety or any other types of issues that can just hit you out of the blue. And that is okay. The key is to pick yourself up, salvage the day if you can. But if you can't, don't beat yourself up and just do the best you can. You'll be surprised at what you can do over a long period of time. Also, make sure you pick the right projects for the right reasons. It's amazing how you can stay motivated when you just pick the projects that bring you joy, the projects that make you sit in your chair and laugh while you're writing all the time, and that you pick them for the right reasons. So if you're motivated by money, that's one thing. But I hope that that keeps you motivated, because if you're not motivated by money, but you're motivated by money, if you know what I mean, then that also will demotivate you. Anyway, I understand that this life is not always the easiest to embark on. It's a tough journey to walk down, but if you can keep yourself motivated, you'll stay productive. And when you can stay productive, as I keep saying, almost to the point of cliche, you'll be shocked at what you can do in just a few years. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.
Perfect.